Hi there everyone. Recently I was listening to a guy called Tai Lopez online, and he did this video called the Entrepreneur Starter Kit. He gave us 3 things for anyone thinking about starting a business or developing a business. And I really enjoyed that video so much that I want to bring it to you. But I want to kind of compare it to what I also think. And then if we can get what I think with what Tai Lopez thinks and we join them together, I think that you will get huge value out of it. So we're gonna get started. This is what Tai Lopez said. He gave us, like I said, he gave us 3 things. I'm gonna deal with the first one. That's why it's called part 1. In this first part, he said that what you need to do is to think about 3 things. These 3 things are: think about your strengths, think about any weakness you have, and then think about a trend. If you can develop an idea, or if you can develop your business, your current business, based on knowing your strengths and then understanding your weakness and joining it with a current trend, you are more likely to start a business or develop a business that can never fail. Because this whole idea of businesses fail within the first 5 years, that doesn't have to be you and me. It could be someone else who doesn't know this stuff, but it doesn't have to be you. So you think about your strength. I'm going to give an example. So if you think about the fact that, I'll give an example that he gave about himself actually. He understood that he loved to teach, that he was very good at teaching public speaking, but he didn't have any money. But then he understood that the trend was social media. So he joined those 3 things together and created training around how to make money with social media. He gave another example about some guy who loved fitness. That was his strength, and he couldn't find good food. Every food he could find to eat very quickly was extremely fatty and doesn't sit in with the healthy eating concept as this guy wanted. Then he looked at the trend, and the trend was people wanted to eat healthy and remain healthy. So what the guy did was to start a business delivering healthy food to those looking for it. He also jumped on the trend of the fact that the delivery, the whole Uber and Deliveroo and those kind of deliveries are very, very current. This guy created a business that is making him a huge amount of money. That's Tai Lopez's idea of how to start a business, and it's really, really, really good if you think about it. Now, here is mine. I always think about, if you want to start a business, you start a business doing something that you love, because by doing something you love, you automatically develop the skills, or it's easy for you to develop the skills. And you probably have the skills, you probably have the innate talent, you probably love working on developing it. So always work in the business or doing a business that you really love. The second thing to think about is the audience. So who are you attracted to? Who do you want to help? When you think about your skills, what are the group of people that you always think about helping? And then finally, what problems do people in that group have? So you think about the problem and the solution that you can bring into the market. So it's kind of talking about very similar things with Tai Lopez, but I'm going to compare both so that you can see the value in getting both Tai Lopez's idea and my idea. So for example, I'll give an example with what I'm talking about here. I like public speaking and I like teaching, I like training. So I think about audience that I like to work with. It's those who are thinking about, or those who are thinking about starting in business or want to grow their business. What kind of problems do they have? Well, they have many problems. They don't know what steps to take. They don't know who to go to for any needs that they have. And I'm creating the solution by offering courses online, video courses online, books online, and also creating workshops and one-to-one consultancies. So those are the solutions, that's the idea. So if you have any strength, which you do, and you have an audience, which you do, and you also know the problems that they have, you can create a business around those things. So let's compare both. Now, if you look at my number 1 thing to do, and you look at Tai Lopez's, which is Tai Lopez is about strength. Think about your strength, your weaknesses, and then jump on a trend. Okay? And I've said do what you love, find an audience that you love working with, and develop a solution for the problems that they have. The only thing that I will add on to mine from now on, is to think about the trend. Now, this trend is really important because if you create a business that doesn't employ a trend, a current trend along with it, it's gonna struggle to make money. So here are some trends that I just quickly wrote down, some trends that may help us. Trends like mobile phone technology, social media obviously is a trend, and that encompasses a lot of things. Emotional intelligence is a trend. Videos is a trend. Organic food and healthy eating is a trend. Electric cars is a trend. Keeping fit is a trend. Passive income is a trend. Financial freedom, the desire for financial freedom, is a trend. Relationships and things like marriage and relationships is a trend. The point I'm making to you is, if you want to start a business, think about what you love, which will automatically be your strengths. The audience and the problems they have is automatically your weaknesses, like Tai Lopez, and the solutions you're gonna come up with will be your products. And then use a trend to promote this business. Use a trend as the catalyst to take your solution into the market. All right, so let me recap before I close. Tai Lopez talks about strengths, weaknesses, and trends. I talk about doing what you love, the audience, problem, solution. And I'm saying to us, the only thing missing in mine is to join trends to what I've talked about. So if you think about what you love, the audience you want to go to, the problem and solutions that you can come up with, and then using a trend to take your product into the market, I think you can never go wrong. So when we come back in part 2, I'm going to show you the other thing that Tai Lopez talks about that we need to do. And then I'm going to give you my ideas, and we compare my ideas to Tai Lopez's ideas, and then you think about getting value out of both. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, part 2 is coming soon. Subscribe to the channel, share the content, and watch more videos in the series. This is Boomy Tokan saying thank you so much for giving me your time. Talk to you soon.